Yeah, I'm trying my best not to, lock in on that, just focusing on the game. But probably after the game, when we have that moment, I'll probably, feel some type of way. But as of right now, I'm just locked in on just trying to win the game tomorrow.
I would say the same thing. Being a senior, it's a lot of emotions, but just trying to make everything that's going on right now the main focus, and that's just winning games. So
Adam, what do you see from Iowa State? Might be a little different than what you saw way back in December, I guess, actually.
I see, obviously Caleb Grill being out and everything like that. Offensively they haven't been the best, but I know defensively they're number one in the country. I mean, in our conference, and they still have a great coaching staff over there. Guys that are, just willing to go out there play their hardest, and it's going to be a battle out there. And I know that them coming out here, they haven't been, winning as of late, so they're trying to, capitalize and finish strong, and we're trying to, create some momentum going into the postseason. So.
Over the last 2 years, this can be for either of you, because we've dealt with so many injuries, and now you might have Keontae and Langston dealing with stuff. What kind of advantage does it give you going into the Big 12 tournament in March Madness, playing against teams that might not be as well equipped for injuries like you guys are?
I mean, you never know what to expect, playing this game of ball. You just want to take full advantage of it. But at the end of the day, it just shows our depth. Guys are, ready and willing to step up. And in March Madness, there could be anybody's name called that needs to make a big play or just have a big game in general. And it just shows that we have a lot of trust in each other. And Coach has a lot of trust in us to go out there and do whatever it takes to win. So a lot of teams don't have those capabilities, but we're thankful to have, a group of guys that work every day and are preparing for moments like that.
Adam, you played with Flo a long time. What do you feel like he's given this program as far as his role?
I really think he's given his everything, to the program. He's sacrificed so much, and just been a leader on and off the court. How he carries himself is a true image, in my opinion, of what Baylor basketball is. And I'm hoping that he can continue that on for the next games or so, and just lead out there and play as hard as he can and put everything out there, to be able to win. So.
Obviously, you guys recognize his contribution. Do you feel like maybe the public kind of overlooks what he's contributed to this program at all?
Yeah, I definitely think that, stats are what is, most eye-opening a lot of time for the public. But, with him, he does everything to allow our stats to pop. He's the one that is freeing us up on screens. He's getting those extra rebounds. His understanding of setting us up and just, being a, relentless worker out there really, helps us to just be able to knock down shots and have more opportunities. So, anytime, me or Dale or any of the guards have an opportunity to praise him and, uplift him, we try to do so, because without him, we wouldn't be able to, thrive out there. So.
You've obviously scored quite a bit in the last couple of games, but do you see yourself as defense first, or how do you view yourself?
I view myself as whatever coaches or my teammates need me to do, whether that's just playing defense, guarding the best player on the floor, or just being aggressive on offense, whether that's scoring, finding open teammates, or rebounding, whatever they need me to do. I'm just gonna continue to do that.
How big for you was getting some of that experience last year in these moments and in the postseason, to having that confidence when your name is called late in the season again this year?
I think it helped me. Experience is everything, but also you can experience stuff just being on the bench and watching the game, seeing the game from a different aspect, and just trying to be the best teammate I can, whether I'm playing or not. So I'm just gonna continue to do that.
Dale, are you feeling any more pressure on you with maybe Langston and County a little banged up, or are you just still keeping that same approach?
No, I don't feel no pressure at all. I work hard every day, and I just try and let that show on the floor. So.
And then Adam, off of that, what gives you confidence when Dale comes onto the floor that he's going to do what he needs to do, not only on the defensive end, but also the way he's been scoring for you guys in this couple of games?
Like you said, at the end of the day, the work, he puts in But his character out there, he's a selfless guy at the end of the day that just wants to win. And when his name's called, he wants to do whatever it takes to win. So we have all the utmost confidence in him when he goes out there to do whatever he has to do to help us out there. So.
Scott mentioned it the other night, but is his defense sometimes a little contagious? Because, I mean, when you see him, sometimes he doesn't even get credit for it, but like the deflections and stuff like that. Do y'all feed off of that a little bit?
Yeah, I wouldn't say just his defense. I think it's just his energy out there. Offensively, he's one to, make, the right play to get into the paint, be able to finish, be able to get assist. He flies around on both ends, so that's, very contagious. When somebody has that type of energy and feel for the game out there, a lot of people, gravitate to it and try to, step up their game as well because we know he's putting his best foot forward.
Obviously, with COVID, both of you guys have eligibility remaining. Have y'all thought much about what you're going to do next year?
No, I don't think, I can't answer for him, but I think personally, I haven't, thought too much about it. I've been trying to completely focus. I think we have a championship caliber team. We want to get there, so it's really hard to focus on that and get the job done. So.
How about you, Dad?
No, I haven't really put that much thought into it. I'm gonna worry about that when the season ends. Right now, just focused on winning games.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it.
Langston.
So both of them will be game time decisions, and but both of them are doing well, so that's encouraging. And we didn't get anyone else injured in practice today, so it was a good day.
Is there anything you can do in that cornea injury? I mean, what's
You got to talk to Dave Snyder. I'm not an eye expert.
that's a weird.
Yeah, hey, I mean, normal injuries, there's laser stem, whatever, and certain injuries there's not as much for.
Well, Scott, I saw you got 6 guys going through senior day. Flo's going through his second.
He's
Is
already
this a
got his
little-
Bible? Is that right?
Is this a little strange with COVID? You got all
Yeah,
these guys, and some might come back, some might leave.
I tell you, it's definitely different, and I think everyone's experiencing the same thing. I mean, because it's how do you approach it with your guys, and then some are coming back, some you don't know, some. So at the end of the day, the one thing you want to do as a coach is you always want the seniors' last memory to be a positive one. So every coach wants their last game at home to be a good one. As far as who comes back, who doesn't, hopefully we don't have to worry about that for another month because the goal is to finish playing as long as you can and not focus on the future.
I want to ask you a little bit about Flo. He's one guy who's really exhausted his eligibility.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel like he's given the program?
I think Flo is somebody that, first of all, really solid like a rock. And what I mean by that is I can't remember him missing practices or games from injuries, illnesses. If he's sick or he's injured, he bounces back quick. He's got great toughness to him, great stability. Remember one of our players, Jake Lindsay, always said the best ability is availability, and Flo is available and dependable. So that's great.
And it seems like, obviously, you've had a lot of stars in this program, but it seems like he's overlooked just because he's more of a workman-like guy.
Well, I think a lot of the things he doesn't show up maybe in the stat sheet, but shows up in the win column, and hence that's why he's the winningest all-time Big 12 wins leader, games played. I mean, he has a lot of accolades that show stability and show winning.
You joked about that last night. How many balls does he have?
I told him if we give him one more, we're not going to have enough to practice with, so.
Coach, in terms of Dale, how big do you think last year was for him in terms of getting those late season and postseason opportunities? And now, when his name is called, he kind of steps in that same vein.
Well, coaches always understand the importance of experience, and that experience, confidence, maturity have been there, done that. It's twofold. One, it lets the coaches know what they can count on and feel somewhat comfortable, and it gives the players something to draw from. And people that are going through things for the first time, coaches, players don't know exactly how they're going to respond. And it's great that, my last memory of Dale last year was North Carolina, which he played tremendous and really gave us a great lift.
Scott, do you usually, like both of them kind of said, well, I'm not thinking about it. Do you wait and talk to them after after the season about any kind of decisions that they might?
What 100%, because you never know what's going to happen between now and the end of season, and a lot of that determines what they might think, what their intentions might be based on that. So again, probably during the course of the season, it's human nature. Grass is always greener on the other side in a lot of different areas and ways. But then when it's over, you're like, man, that was pretty fun. I want to come back, or I want to do this. So I think it's something where if you're too caught up in the future, you miss the present. And that's why we try to really focus on the present, make the most of today.
Coach, obviously Iowa State's got a couple other guards that they can turn to, but without Caleb and being a nearly 40% three-point shooter, when you take him off the floor for them, does it change at all how they play, or has it been kind of the same?
Well, I think he's been in and out because of a back injury, so they're used to playing without him. At the same time, we know when he's playing well, and when I mean playing well, making shots, just what he's capable of, and that was giving him a great lift. But one thing in basketball is it's that next man up mentality, and everybody has different strengths. So who's ever on the court, they might not shoot it like him, but they might bring something else to the table that he doesn't, and a strength that he doesn't. And that's why it always takes a team to win. And I mean, you look at us in the last two games, just how well Dale's played and the lift it's given us. So I know with Iowa State, TJ does a tremendous job. They're really well coached. They really compete. Number one defense in conference. They force the number one most turnovers. And, last year we had to win conference, and I think we're up 25. And they came back and took the lead on us in second half. So that just shows you they're never going to give up and never going to quit.
What's the unique part about playing a team game 1 and then game 18 in a conference?
Well, watching that game, there's a lot of things that we do better than we did then, and I'm sure there's a lot of things they do better than they do now. But it is rewarding as a coach to see you've gotten better, and doesn't mean you'll play better tomorrow, but we execute and we do things at a higher rate than we did back then, and that means our team improve, which coaches' jobs are to show improvement and get players to improve. So proud of where we were from 0-3 to where we are now.
Scott, barring any delays to the pavilion, Saturday is probably going to be the last conference game in the Farrell Center. Are there any emotions about that?
Well, the big emotion is the seniors. As far as, I'm not going to jinx anything, but construction doesn't always finish on time, so I'm not really getting wrapped up into the last conference game. But what I am getting wrapped up is it is the last seniors game here.
Scott, are you like me? Every time you drive down I-35, you see like a whole new wall put on the Foster Pavilion. That's going up quick.
Yeah, whenever there's bad weather, you're like, crud, we just lost a day. But definitely it's always fun when they're putting up the structure because it moves so quick. And as it starts to take shape, it's really exciting.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you, guys.